Hey, it's Andy from Team Ryan Frank. Believe it or not, it's time to start thinking about VBS. Today, Ryan is going to talk to us about how to choose the right VBS program and how to assemble our team. Let's get started.
I want you to select your VBS and start ordering. Select your VBS if you haven't already and start ordering. Now, let's talk about this first part. Now, in my VBS Jumpstart strategy, I have a whole video training on how to choose what VBS program, because there are, I don't know, how many are there? 50 VBS programs out there, and they're so good. So I have a whole session on here on how to choose 7 questions you need to ask when you're choosing a VBS program. But let me tell you this, that you don't want to choose your VBS based on the decorations that you like the most. Okay, now I know it's fun to decorate, but please do not choose your VBS because I've always wanted to do an underwater VBS, or I've always wanted to do an out west VBS, or a down under VBS, or a rocket ship VBS. Now, all of those are fine, but my point is that there are better questions to ask when choosing the VBS. So you really want to get to the heart of the VBS, and then all the decorating and stuff we'll figure out. But so you need to be selecting your VBS if you haven't already. Get it selected, and then you need to start ordering. You need to start ordering because these publishers, this stuff goes on back order. And if you wait until a month out before you start making your orders, especially for your important stuff, and you find out that it's on back order, you're going to start really, really stressing out. Even if they promise you it's on a 2-week back order. As great as publishers are, and I'm friends with all of them, stuff happens. And stuff happens with printers out of the publisher's control, and you don't want to get caught with not enough stuff. Start building your core team. Start building your core team. Now here, I call it my core team. You might call it your VBS committee, or your, there's different names for it. But your core team, now, at your churches are different. Here's how I've always structured it at my church is I've got a core team with 5 people. Okay, I've got registration person, I've got a preschool person, director. So registration director, preschool director, elementary director, decorations director, and marketing director. So registration director, preschool director, elementary director, decorations director, and marketing director. Now, you don't have to stick with those 5, but those are the 5 that we've kind of pretty much always stuck with. And I want to start building that team now. Okay, I want to start building that team now, and start meeting with these people. Now, yesterday, if you listen to my podcast or my video blog, I talked about this, that when you build a team, or actually it might have been today. It's either yesterday or today. It might have been today's, actually. You need to do 3 things. Yes, today's. You need to do 3 things. You need to build your team, okay? And then what you do is you meet and you start coming up with tasks. That's the second T. And then the third T is you timeline those tasks. So I would start meeting with my team at this far out. I'd start probably meeting every 6 weeks. Then when I get closer, every 4 weeks. Then when I get closer, every 2 weeks. And then when I get a week or 2 out, it's going to be every week. And what we're going to do is we are going to meet as a team. That's the first T. Then we are going to come up with a list of tasks. Okay, everybody is going to come up with what needs to be done in their department, and then share it with the team, and then timeline it. So by timelining it, I mean what do we think all needs to be done 4 months out, what needs to be done 3 months out, what needs to be done 2 months out, what needs to be done 1 month out, what needs to be done 2 weeks out, what needs to be done 1 week out, what needs to be done the day before, what needs to be done the day of, what needs to happen Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but that's not where it ends. What needs to be done afterwards, right? The magic's in the follow-up. So we need to recap and capture notes for next year. And I deal with that in my VBS Jumpstart strategy. And then here's the thing with your team. When you start building your core team, you're going to meet as a team. You're going to come up with tasks. You're going to timeline those tasks. But this is the key to really making teamwork work. I said on Instagram today that teamwork is dream work. And here's where it really works well is when you have your team, when you have your core team, close the loop. Okay, close the loop. Close the loop means we've built the tasks, we're timelining it, but then we let the team know when this stuff gets done. Hey, you know what? We got the billboard secured. Hey, you know what? We got the t-shirts ordered. Hey, you know what? We hit 50 kids registered. Hey, you know what? We got all of our team leaders in this department. And we close the loop so everybody knows, and especially you as the VBS leader or the kids pastor, you know what has been happening. People are closing the loop. So you want to start building your core team right now.